We gather here tonight as warriors for good, particularly in a manner that is most unique. I'm greatly honored not just for this opportunity to speak here, but because I see an opportunity in us that symbolizes an extraordinary power of positive change, because that is what helps us to gather here, and it exists within each one of us in a very profound way. Kenya, our great nation, faces a lot of challenges. A lot of challenges. And when we look at all these challenges that we are facing, it reaches a time that we need to start rethinking how we can be able to attack these challenges in a manner that is most profound. The vision must begin within us. The vision must create warriors within us. The vision must be able to bring us out, to change our positivity, to turn it on from the negativity that we have been running on for many years. You can imagine how much Kenya has thrived in negativity for many years. And here it is encouragement triumphing over that kind of negativity. We have challenges that can keep us busy every day. I have no enough reason not to say that we do have very many challenges. My sister has just talked about here right now the cases of unemployment. Worry enough to discourage each one of us. Kenya National Bureau of Statistics has released a figure of about 40% of unemployment in a country where we have 35% youth. You can imagine how big that can be. Yet, if we turned around in small events like we have today, which to me, as I stand here, the nominees, the winners, everybody, the little innovation can be turned to become something great. I'll give you an example of Safaricom. In 2007, a very small innovation, a very small idea, just by a Kenyan who was just somewhere thinking and innovating and praying God that his innovation can get somewhere, started what was M-Pesa. Just a small innovation. Today, M-Pesa is a blessing to thousands of households in this country. 1.5 million businesses benefiting out of all this kind of innovation. Small as it was, tiny idea that it was. 35 trillion Kenya shillings exchanging hands. Millions of transactions that have been done just because someone was encouraged with a small idea, like ideas that are going to come out of this place. I can't wait. This country can be changed, not by focusing on big figures, big numbers, big ideas, the president, the minister, the who. It is for us to imagine the little ideas that can change to creating employment opportunities that this country can do. M-Pesa has approved, and it has been done, and it is showing the millions of people what can be done in many other countries and in many ideas. Job opportunities are not going to come out of big money, big ideas, and big things. It's going to come out of tiny little innovations that I call upon us and Kenyans out there to go out and support and do the best. The second thing, when it comes to issues of environmental conservation, again, it is not going to be the great ideas, the big money that we talk about out there. It is about moving from plan to action with very practical ideas. The reason why Green Africa Foundation would be mentioned and have 908 million trees planted and growing, known where they are, is not because we went out there with an army and did what? It's just a tiny idea of the Plant Your Age campaign that meant very well and was bought by Kenyans, and they assumed and picked up what they needed to do. Today they are doing it because they understand what it means. I will break down the 15 billion trees in a very practical way that does not require any complication that we can be able to deal. Just take the number of Kenyans that we have. Speak to them, educate them, make them understand the importance of environmental conservation, inspire them, and let them plant just one tree a month. Give them a reason to do that. And I have always said, tell an African person, tell a Kenyan to conserve the environment. You will not find any one of them doing that. But show them how to make money, how they can be able to place food on the table, how they can be able to pay for their school fees, how they can be able to do something extra. They will do it. Use it as a bait. Just one tree, one person, 1 month towards acquiring trees equivalent to your age. If we did that for 7 years, those are 8 billion trees, simple as it is. Get to the next category. Create a reason. We have at least 20 million employed Kenyans in this country. 20 million. The corporate sector, the government sector, the individuals, the SMEs and all that, give them an enticement, give them a reason, a tax rebate to support these 20 million people to do trees equivalent to their age. And encourage them. Kenyans will grow within 7 years 1.8 billion trees, just like that. Take the third category, and I'm finishing the 15 billion trees. Imagine a situation where every Kenyan, and we have 65 million Kenyans with phones that are active today. Just get them to plant trees equivalent to their age through just 2 years. If you do 2 trees per year, that is already 1 billion trees. Imagine if you were growing trees for you to earn some credit on your phone. And the way Kenyans, we love to talk on phone. And we must communicate. Just give us a reason by giving us credit for trees, and we'll be able to do that, and trees will grow. Let's not complicate things. The simplest and the greatest things that we can ever do in this country will be found by Kenyans themselves, will be pushed by Kenyans themselves. They only need to understand the why we must do this. Finally, as I finish, the big issue in our country is to do with what my sister has just talked about here. It's about mental health. This is a big thing that we must deal with head on. It's not going to happen by looking as if we are so busy, by calling this month the month of mental health, by dealing with so many other things, trying to do these things. It can be done innovatively. Imagine if we just had some line through the telephone numbers that we have, through the M-Pesas of this world, that a few people are contributing, even if it's a shilling, every so often, and there is an opportunity for people to call in experts so that they can be given a direct advice on phone that can be able to help people with the specific issues that they are dealing with. Kenya is ready for a lot. We are the people who are going to make things happen. I'm excited by this meeting this evening. It's not about the big things. It's about the tiny little things that can be supported through positivity. And Kenya will never be the same.